Yep. Uh, Welcome back to the Askari Cast. My name is Rod Van Blake, author of the Ancient Illuminations series, as well as the Young Money Chronicles. I am joined by Jocelyn Short.
Hello.
She is a graphic artist, illustrator, creator of a series called Bearers. That art book that's out. She also does a lot of really cool cover art, character concepts. There will be links in the description of this episode to all of our websites once this gets uploaded to Spotify. We are also joined by JP Jackson Art.
Hey, everybody.
He is also a graphic artist, illustrator, creator of Eve of Insurrection, Eve of Reclamation. He's got the Growing in the Garden STEM comic series, and he's also the illustrator for the graphic novels for Ancient Illumination, as well as the comics for Yambani Chronicles. And his link will also be there. We are here to talk about X-Men 97 and finish it off because we've watched the last three episodes. How's everybody feeling about the ending?
Who wants to? Ah, I wasn't satisfied.
No? Okay. I have a,
Um,
go ahead.
Mm.
I've so it was okay. I just felt like for this particular, like if they wanted to go this way, we needed more episodes. We needed more time to get there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you think it was all because of the drama with losing DeMeo?
I think so. I feel
Yeah.
like I had saw I don't know if it was just people online talking about it or if I saw an article. I don't remember, but I had
Mhm.
saw people talking about how um like they were phasing DeMaio out and they had the what if writers on the team, and you can kind of tell when stuff starts to feel a bit like a fan fiction
Okay.
of, you know, that was closer towards the end, and I definitely felt that shift.
Yeah.
I feel like Bo DeMaio's writing feels like he can get a lot done in a really succinct way that really
Okay.
works for these 30-minute episodes with these characters. And I
Yeah.
feel like it's a really tall ask to accomplish that with the just the sheer amount of the cast of characters that we had this season.
Yeah.
So many characters were being showcased, and I feel like we didn't get enough time with everybody.
Yeah.
Um, and then also, I don't feel like everybody was utilized well
Hmm.
for this ultimate goal
Okay.
of what we ended up with at the end of the show.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It definitely seems kind of slapdash together at the like when you get to the end. It's like okay,
Hmm.
they just like they was tired or something. They just get this over with. We done.
We got a job
Spoiler
to do.
alert for anybody who hasn't finished the second season of X Men '97, because that's what we're discussing here. The last three episodes, 7, 8, and 9. I still got enjoyment out of it. I do feel like because of my personal life circumstances back in the day, I'm kind of disconnected a little bit from it. I have familiarity because I kind of came up with the X-Men, with the comics. Like I said, I had that very first Wolverine when he first got his own series of comics. I had that first one, so there were things that were dropped in there that I recognized, but there's a lot of it that went kind of over my head. Like I'm not familiar with Exodus at all. When we got to
Mm.
that point, I was like, "Who is this dude with the wings on him?" Uh, they did away with Onslaught, which is I think is what DeMille had written initially. That this was going to build up to Onslaught, and then that might have been avenue into other things later if the series continues. So yeah, the I think the eighth episode was my favorite, and you probably can guess why. Um, the action, and because I finally got to see what everybody was memeing about with Nightcrawler.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I was kind of mad that like I'm like if that's in your skill set, then why ain't you got this heat like all the time? Like he should be boo bopping everybody in
He
first person
was.
every
That was the
every.
great. That was the best part of that episode where he was just throwing hands. I was like, this what gets on my nerves about the mutants is like when they go bad, that's when they turn up. And I was
Yeah,
like, are you kidding me? I'm like,
yeah,
I had never seen Nightcrawler fight this hard ever in his life.
yeah. They were
Wow.
changing camera angles, and you just seen a new chin getting checked.
A new chin check.
Everybody was getting
See,
skibby paps from every angle, and they just kept changing angles. And camera would go to this one getting punched in the face, this one getting punched in the face, feet and hands getting put on this one, and it just kept going. I was like, "Oh, this is hilarious."
and you know what? And with that in mind, like with Nightcrawler fighting that hard and stuff, I feel like the writers probably knew that 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 was gonna be his fate, at the end of the show. But I feel like maybe
Okay,
if they
yeah,
would have wrote it in a way where they could have let the audience in on that and kept the characters unaware,
yeah,
that would have been more impactful for us as a final goodbye for
yeah.
him, you know. So
So it was interesting for episode 7, Strange Land, Savage Heart, where we get to see a new group. But before that, they had not Cyclops, Colossus in the intro with his sister, which I'm not up on magic too tough. I mean, I know her from Marvel Rivals, and I've seen her lately in another game, Marvel Tokon Fighters, but I wasn't really hip on him having a sister. I don't recall that. Maybe I'm just getting old, and I don't recall that portion of the story, but I don't remember her. I didn't know what she was doing. When the Sentinel that took her out is up there, and she gets up there like, "I got this," and then you see in a flash like, you ain't got it. you just stood there with your blue sword and got blasted, and then had Colossus screaming, and that's basically why he ends up defecting to this other group of mutants. Like, what did y'all think of that? So I was like, what is she doing? She just walked there and sat there with a sword, posed to get flashed.
I was initially shocked because I was like, oh, we're tying it back to the first season, I guess. We're going back. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I already knew, magic, she can make portals and stuff with that sword.
Okay.
She could have got on out of here. But regardless, it's like, it kind of calls back to like Jocelyn, what you were saying earlier about like you, thank you for giving context about like them getting other writers. And it was like, why would you choose this episode of all episodes like tied back to season 1 and the ramifications of what was I was gonna use what was the name of the island they were on? I'm not. I was gonna say Geonosia, but that's from Star Wars.
No, I thought that was the Savage Land. Isn't it called the Savage Land? Because it's got like the Jurassic Park, the prehistoric animals, and everything.
No, that was a different place. You remember when they had the mutant island that they were all on?
That is Genosha.
That is Genosha.
It's Genosha. Yeah. Okay, it's Genosha. Yeah, so Genosha. Like, I was like, why would you tie this back now?
Yeah.
I'm like, this makes sense for like us relating to Colossus's journey, Petra, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, where does this kind of fit in the grand scheme of everything? Mm-hmm. So I was kind of like, but I was like, okay, this gives us a nice tragic beginning to him defecting. But I have more critique of why. I feel like, Rod, this is going back to the last week where like Charles Xavier and the gang is a little too forgiving of people when they kind of leave, when they clearly unarmed. We're seeing that happen again, actually. So I'm like, oh, here y'all go again, letting people slide. But we'll get to them. I'll get to it.
And that happens again, of course, letting people slide. We end up going to that island where Colossus has joined the new gang. They got this religious cult that worships Magneto, and basically they want to be the new militant mutants. They're not playing nice with nobody, and they snatch up Creel. What was this, Creed? Yeah, Graydon Creed, which I didn't know. Is this a retcon? Because it's supposed to be he's the son of Mystique and Sabretooth, and in this telling, he's a sibling of Nightcrawler. So that's new, correct?
Yeah, that was new information. I just knew that Mystique was Nightcrawler's mom or father or one of the other parent. Yeah. So that's all I knew, and I'm like, well, if I don't, like I said, I don't know everything about the mutants, but I'm like, well, yeah, if Sabretooth and Mystique I had a
Yeah, I thought
baby.
it was Azazel or something. The devil looking character from Days of Future Past was supposed to be his daddy because he had the red tail, except whereas Nightcrawler was blue, he was red and he teleported as well. So they didn't change that to Sabretooth somehow getting with Mystique and creating
I
Nightcrawler.
thought I don't think it was a thing where Sabretooth was the dad. I thought
Yeah,
Sabretooth
it
was
wasn't.
another child.
They have siblings. It
Yeah,
was clearly
That's what I'm
obvious.
saying. Yeah.
They have siblings.
yeah.
Nightcrawler
Are
like we brothers
you
regardless.
yeah. Rod, are you saying that you thought that in the show they're saying that Sabretooth is like the
Both
dad?
their dads.
Well, then what is Nightcrawler talking about calling him his brother?
They got the same mom.
Yeah, both of their moms
They
are
have, yeah,
Mystique.
Oh, okay,
Mystique,
so they
yeah,
have brothers. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
they have, yeah.
Okay. Sounds like this is tripping me out. I'm like,
What's
y'all don't
going
look
on?
nothing alike.
Yeah,
Jimmy just skipped your ass.
that's crazy. Yeah, he got skipped. I didn't get any powers.
Then he's like, okay, I can kind of get it. He's like, he's not a mutant, and so they had that whole thing. So they snatch him up, and they're gonna hold this little trial. Nightcrawler comes to Creed's defense, and has Colossus presiding over the case, and it's all a sham. Creed knows it. He gets his. I think it was funny how they had the little rally, but when they snatch him up, with Creed announces he's going to run for president.
Oh, that's very Trump.
Yeah, I was like, oh, hey, this is a spin on MAGA here. He's announcing his candidacy for the president of the United States, and he's going to get rid of the mutants. I was like, oh, this is dope. And then they come in, snatch him up, plunk everybody, and take him to this island. And of course, they have to put another task force together to try and rescue Creed from Exodus and his crew, the Acolytes, the Zealots worshiping Magneto. And are y'all familiar with this Exodus character?
All new to me. I'm not an X-Men person, so this is all new. I'm just jumping in. Just
That's
Hey.
what I was like, maybe I'm just old as hell because
No.
I remember the comics. I read a lot of
I
X-Men
mean,
back in the day. I don't remember this
I,
dude.
I'm watching the show with somebody who is more well versed in X-Men.
Mhm.
So I'm still I mean, even with that, I'm not sure about Exodus.
Yeah.
So
So they snatch homie up. Some of these scenes were funny where everybody was kind of fighting together. Just the mashups, the WWE style X-Men mutant slobber knockers, as we used to say back in the day, is hilarious. They're just socking everybody out, laser beams flying, teleporting, getting kicked, and sword fights. It's well done, but hilarious. Very Saturday morning cartoonish, which I know that's what they were going for, the nostalgia bait, and it worked here. But yeah, I'm agreed that the culmination of the series kind of fell apart when we get to the end. And then we get to the second episode after that, where Dead Man's Hand, where it's been confirmed that Gambit is back, but it's not just Gambit. It's revealed later on that Apocalypse is inhabiting Gambit's revised body, pulled from the grave. They said horseman, but I don't think he a horseman previously.
Somebody said he was in the comic. Some X-Men fan, someone who's a fan of X-Men was like he's supposed to become a horseman. Like this happened in the book. So.
Yeah, I mean, I have no doubt that he was. I'm saying in this version, they didn't make it clear that he was he already a horseman, or is this his horseman form now?
That when he went gray and black with white hair, I was like, that's clearly his horseman.
His horseman form.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he kept talking about death and evolution. He was basically saying I'm a horseman of Apocalypse without saying it.
Yeah, they try and fight him, and he basically kidnaps Rogue.
And
goes back home first. They use I like when Charles uses Cerebro to find out where he is, and then he's like, it's bad luck to look at another man's cards, and then makes him. He just throws the helmet off.
Purple dust, purple smoke came down. I was like, is Charles good? Like, did he take control? I was nervous. I was like, he took control of Charles' mind.
I wanted him to throw it on the floor and be like, wrong number. Leave me alone. I don't know.
It's not good. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus, Charles.
Yeah. So they figure out where he's at. He then went back home to New Orleans and went and got his ex-girlfriend, apparently.
And older brother. It was like,
Yeah. He put the old band back together, I guess, and I'll turn them into, I guess, sub horsemen. They're running around on Lobo bikes, flying through the air. It's come up fighting the X-Men on their ship, playing whatever the hell that thing is, and then snatches up Rogue, and I guess that's what they wanted. They disappear with Rogue and Nightcrawler.
I was mad when that happened.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
He touched my boy on the forehead, and that's all he needed to do. A little tap on the forehead, and turns him, knocks him out. But he tells Rogue to go to sleep.
Yeah, no, he tapped Rogue on the forehead. He threw some goofy card. This was confusing me. It was like he hit him with that card, and the card did something to him. I was like, did he neutralize him? That's it. That just one card.
Something out too.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I thought,
he was sitting with the card laying on the ground.
I was like, is Nightcrawler about to die again? Is he about to die? Is this not be it for Nightcrawler? Like, please don't kill Nightcrawler. Oh no, you neutralize him, so you're gonna take him out. Take him to
him. He picks him up, puts him on the bike.
Yeah.
Now he carrying two people on his little speeder bike off the ship. They leave, and so they're having to get a task force to try and rescue them. But yeah, this is my favorite when they try and infiltrate Remy's spot after he has this little weird wedding, I guess he's gonna have with her, because he then gave her a little candlelight dinner. Talk sweet to her that he's gonna have this wedding, find out that Apocalypse gave up some of his power to a love that he fell to, and she betrayed him, and disappears with this gemstone in her chest. And it was the image of her in the church that they were at, wasn't it? If you look in the stained glass behind them, when we go to that church, you can see like a mural or a stained glass window. It's got a depiction of this woman that Apocalypse gave the power to prove his love. She wanted a piece of his power, and she took it and betrayed him. So that, I guess, that's supposed to be how he turned bad, but he was already bad at this point, because you can see the suit he had on.
He was already bad. External, she wanted revenge. I actually would have wanted to see more of that.
Yeah, they got rid of her quick.
That was messed up. I was like, why did she feel like, I don't know. I was a little annoyed just because, like, y'all. Actually, I need to look up and see what External was. External always a black woman? Was this character always a black villain?
I got nothing.
Nothing. I'm curious, but it was nice. It was initially nice to see, more black women characters, but then they got her out of there quickly. I don't know. At some point, she was giving Storm vibes.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, I don't know, her character didn't seem a little distinct vocally enough. I was like, why does she sound like the same voice actor? But it's probably not. But I was like, all right. And then that was quick. I thought she was gonna do something.
Yeah, she's talking
like a goddess. Like, she's talking like a supreme being, as I would imagine Storm to be. And then I was like, well, that was way too easy. There was no fight here. I was like, come on.
Yeah, this last Apocalypse just stabbed her with the ghost sword, the little purple ghost sword in the stomach, stole her jewel out of chest, and then handed it to Rogue, which that didn't make any sense to me either.
Right. I was
if this is really Apocalypse, that's how you got the first time.
This is a bad idea.
He doing the same thing to a different woman, a couple millennia later. You're gonna get
ain't nobody.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody moving right.
Keep that to yourself. You know what I mean? What happened? You found something?
I have confirmation. So it's interesting. In the original X-Men series, like the cartoon series, she was black, but I guess in the comic books, she's like a white woman. She has blonde hair.
That's awkward.
And it's red and black, but her cape is purple. Interesting. Yeah, her cape is purple, but the outfit's red. It's given Scarlet Witch. It's all a little confusing and not very original. Let me not get into this. Keep going, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I mean, back to my original point, which was just if they were gonna do all of this stuff and have it be done this way, we needed more time. Because, like you said,
Exactly.
yeah, they introduced these characters, and I just feel like we don't have enough time with it. Like I remember her from the earlier episodes,
Yes.
but still, like who are you?
Why does this feel like a Mean Girls? Who are you? Do you even go here?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Do you even go here? It's crazy.
Yeah, they end up fighting it out again. Charles always talks tough and then gets pimp smacked even in his own. He's like
I
really
was mad.
a weak
always
Freddy
getting
Krueger.
got.
You know how you like Freddy
Oh,
Krueger gets you in your dreams and he has all the
Yeah,
power. You think
stay get
Xavier's
got.
gonna do that? He's like, in here, my
Charles.
intellect is gonna be
It's
made
so
into this.
upsetting.
We would have thought Charles could have been at least like Freddy Krueger. Like, you're
I
not
mean,
even winning. You're not even winning in this world. This is supposed to be your
yeah,
little mindscape, and you're still getting messed up. You're putting on this weird conquistador armor, fighting with the
Yeah,
shield
that
that's
was
glowing.
hilarious.
I was like, "What are you wearing, Charles? What are you getting big, Charles?"
And he grew. Yeah, he grew.
Yeah, it
Came out
grew,
with
and
the
I'm
big
like, "But
armor set.
he's working you out right now. Like, just go sit down. Like,
let me tell you
this
something.
is really annoying. This is really annoying.
I get so tired of seeing him get knocked out that chair. I get so tired of
It's
it.
Well,
really
he
not
wasn't even
cool.
in the chair. He had his
He
own
was standing.
in the mental in the side or whatever the psionic world. He had a body. He could his legs was working good. He could stand up. He was talking smack, and then it
It's
always
even
make it
worse.
seem like
got
he's going to
smacked.
mentally catch whatever's coming, and then his force field thing just breaks. He falls out and screams. And next thing you know, he's on the ground again. Like oh,
Useless.
It's even
Charles.
worse, dog.
So useless. I'm like, yo, I don't like the writers were kind of pissing me off. Like, why are you writing Charles Xavier to be
Nerfed.
like nerfed? Like this doesn't feel right for a person who's like disabled. Like, why y'all keep doing dirty like this? Like, I'm tired of this. Like, this is ignorant. Like, let this man be dope and like let him be like how Doctor Strange was. And just like let him go hard. Let him put up
At
some
least at least in that realm.
Yes, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Because
Like,
that was his moment to shine. And then Gambit's running around, dodging hits, throwing purple cards. I'm like, bro, you're losing again, Charles.
I get it in the real world. Like he gets pimp smacked out the chair. Now he's rolling around looking crazy, trying to find cover. I get that. When you put him in his element and he's supposed to be doing his thing, let him do it. Like you get work no matter what reality you in. Like I guess they needed to be further away from Charles.
Yeah.
With every day, we get further and further away from Charles.
And we do also. What was annoying me was like it felt like this was all kind of shoehorned in Apocalypse's plan, where like him bringing like Charles bringing Gambit into the Mindscape helped reveal the other form all along. I was like, okay, well, this isn't going to work because Charles is not going to beat him. He couldn't beat him in real life. He's not going to beat him in the Mindscape. He's crying. He's crying.
Yeah, he always crying.
It's like crying, like do some dope stuff, Charles. This ain't right. This ain't right, writers. The writers aren't doing him justice. And then he's trying to pull Gambit's soul out. I was like, what?
Tug of war.
What?
Pocket was like, shut up, Charles. I'll beat the mess out you with Charles. That's the only disrespect he hasn't gotten is like, dead leg Charles getting grabbed by the ankles and he just beating the other X-Men with Charles. That would have been he loses out, but they finally find a way of kind of overwhelming him, and he goes from gray and dusty with the white hair to regular colored Remy in the end, and they take him back to the spot, the tower, the X Corp. They take him back to this new place.
I have more questions. I have more. I forgot they had the X Corp.
X Corp. They X Factor, X Corp,
Stupid.
Extension 999. I don't know what they're gonna do next. It's X
That's how I
something.
feel. I know y'all aren't into Kingdom Hearts, but it's Kingdom Hearts coded the way they keep adding X to stuff. Which is,
So stupid.
oh
Oh,
my gosh.
I'm surprised they're like said their version of Saturday morning cartoons. Like now for your little kids, give them X draws. It's like everybody's X something, X this, X Corp.
everyone has
And
their
I like
own
how the other lady
organization.
from X Factor was like, if you think we're gonna let you just change the name,
Right. I was like, yeah, this is goofy.
get established outside of the country, we're gonna follow you. I'm like, okay, this dude X Corp is the new power. We didn't talk about on the Savage Island how they had that like beacon that took away your powers as soon as you crossed over.
Hmm.
So I'm guessing the little things
Oh.
on their heads was what let them keep their powers with Colossus and them.
No, they had to destroy it.
No. But I'm saying Exodus and his crew, the Alkalites,
they can still use their abilities, right?
They had this little weird Beats headphones on the whole time. Little chrome headphones
they did.
that allowed them still to use their powers where every other mutant that passed into there could not use theirs. And I'm like, why don't Charles and X Corp have that? So if anybody comes and invades, they wouldn't be able to use their powers because once again, we got everybody just jumping in. They had the EMP thing that Cable just mentally broke through. He became powerful as hell.
He was
doing his thing, even though he was dodging his mom and daddy the whole time. And I like a girl call him, Cable, where you at? And he's like, I'm a little busy. Have you met my parents?
Do you know who they
the
are?
block is hot right now. Look, I'll get to you when I get to you.
My dad hit me with these laser beams. My mom's about to smack me with a force field.
He's like both of them.
I'm pretty busy
He's
right
like both
now.
of them OP, and we 2-1 right now. So please talk to me later.
You're like, I gotta go. Hang up. hang up the phone. When Scott shot him with the laser beam the first time, not the warning shot, but after the warning shot, I was like, wait. I was like, is Scott trying to like lower, like physically, like create a hole in the ground? Was he trying to deflect the beam up? I was like, what's going on here? This is kind of cool, but I want to know more. But then it happened so fast, and then they was fighting somewhere else.
Yeah, they were fighting. Then the other crew jumped in. You got Banshee screaming at everybody. Polaris trying to deflect that. She got jumped in the hallway.
Oh, the multiple man guy?
No, by the multiple man guy and Banshee. It seemed like what's the brother's name? Bishop was kind of fighting off and on, but every time I turned around, Polaris was getting jumped.
I was like, this ain't right.
Yeah.
They had her yoked up like this.
And getting boo-bop. They had her in the full Nelson, the Nelson. They would just give it to her. And I'm like, man. And Banshee was screaming on her while they was holding. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is wild. I'm like, y'all are unforgiving. I'm like, where was this in live action?
Yeah, it's been brutal in live action. Somebody they'd had some black eyes and busted lips up in that piece because she was getting mocked. And then we saw Jubilee getting chased by the head of X Factor and shit. They were talking back and forth. That was an all right scene. Sunspot was out there trying to do his thing. You got it under control? He's like, define control. Because they had the Sentinels that weren't really Sentinels. I guess, human piloted Sentinels this time, which...
Mecha.
Yeah, like Mecha Sentinels. And Storm just mopped them up really quick. That they weren't even a factor. They were just showpieces. This to me was what's the boy's name? Hammer. When he tried to do the same thing as Tony Stark with the drones, and they all just got whooped real quick. That's what those Sentinels. They were like circle parachuting out of them things real quick. They pulled the GI Joe.
Yeah, the way that was so funny. Like they were just like, they just fell out. They just fell out the mech, and then the parachute down. Like, lame, get out.
That's GI Joe right there. Nobody died. Everybody gets a parachute. Every plane gets shot. Everybody jumps out in the parachute and lands happily. Nobody going to round them up. So they this is an interesting thing, but it falls flat in the end. with how this culminates. This they go down. Then you got Rogue. I said they were on like a little side quest. So was he underwater? Is were they keeping Remy in some chamber underwater? Because Rogue, Beast, and Nightcrawler they go off underwater to find ship and go into this chamber to talk to one of the Celestials that apparently created Apocalypse, and she gets transformed by making a deal with this Celestial. Basically,
Yeah.
I'll trade my life for his. Um, she doesn't say exactly what happens, but I guess Kurt intuits what was going on because he doubles back and decides in the end to sacrifice himself instead of letting her. Because as she's explaining to Remy, I guess Rogue really do come from Remy LeBeau every time to rescue. And she's like, yeah, about that. Had to sacrifice, and then before she completely explains, then we cut to Kurt down there talking to the Sentinel, and then not the Sentinel, the Celestial. And we see Beast over there looking sad, holding the book. Because he don't say no, he's just looking teary-eyed, holding the book in the corner like, things have changed, but we're not gonna tell you exactly what happened. What did y'all think about that ending with Nightcrawler sacrificed himself for Rogue? How is Rogue just touching everybody now? Isn't that against the rules?
Oh, are we?
Well,
I mean, now I get. Well, she went God mode, I guess, or she's like went to the next level.
yeah.
So
She did something else, and then before that happened, I think when she touched Remy, the dark, the dark whatever version of him, it wasn't him. So Apocalypse was inside him, and for some reason that negated her powers. But
yeah.
Oh yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, I'm saying it was a bunch of times that she put hands to face and nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
And they purposely show her like taking a glove off beforehand.
Yeah. She was trying to get it out of him, which I appreciate. But I mean, you could tell that ending was coming, when she gave Nightcrawler that hug and he clocked what was going on. He was like, nah, it's not good. I could tell that he was going to make that decision on her behalf without anybody knowing. Either way, I still think this ending, I just feel like we got to it too soon. Like I just think we needed.
You think we needed that 10th episode that they torpedoed, or we needed more than those episodes to get the full?
I think either the 10th episode or just more episodes in general, or I wish they would have found a better way to make everybody's role more centralized to this ending, or just fighting this back. I know that's what they said that everybody was doing, but for some reason it didn't quite feel like that. It felt like all these characters were showing up and they're saying that they're fighting it, but I don't know. Stuff just felt like, in a way, it all made sense. Everything led up to this, but for some reason, I just feel like there were loose ends with these characters. Like I feel like characters were introduced and were showing up, but I feel like I don't have a reason to remember what everyone did and why everyone was there. You know.
You see, you reminded me of the woman who was the head of X Factor, and her like.
Oh, girl with the glasses.
Yeah, I was joking to call her Amanda Waller, but it was just like I don't know. I feel like when we think about like the motivation of characters, and then like how the writers are kind of shoehorning these things in, or trying to weave in different character motivations and these different factions. It's like, so y'all thought y'all were just gonna pull up and try to take Gambit's body, and then have Cable try to kill Gambit. Like,
yeah, he's like,
which was like,
my boy's like,
this is gonna do
this is what I
something.
meant to do. He was like, this the only remedy that I can see happening for this situation. This and it's funny, like
Also,
even when he shoots Gambit and it don't go the way he wanted to go, this isn't supposed to happen like this.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Speaking of this, you guys have to let me know this because I didn't watch the original show. Like, I saw season one of
I
97,
didn't.
but I didn't watch the original show. I'm not as well versed in X-Men, so you guys have to let me know this. But like, is it common for the X-Men to always be this disjointed? Like, I feel like this season,
We gotta phone in
Yeah,
somebody.
I
like
think
I feel like this season, I mean, I've noticed this from the first season and this season that they're a team, but they're not really prone to acting like a team all the time. But I
yeah,
feel like this season, like everyone was so disjointed. Everybody was moving on their own so much. And so I'm like, I mean, it's no wonder y'all didn't accomplish like it was so hard for everybody to accomplish what they were trying to do.
yeah. I think yes, every iteration I've seen of them, there is that element of just jankiness. They just can't gel until it
Mhm.
matters.
Okay.
And so they
Mhm.
stumble before then, and there's obviously hiccups. There's obviously lack of any type of like I don't know what you chemistry between them, and synergy doesn't really
Okay.
work until it comes to like dire straits, and then at the last moment they kind of pull together, which is
Gotcha.
is nerve wracking because you have to that yo-yoing constantly is
Yeah.
annoying to me.
Okay.
Mhm.
All
I
right.
think I would have much rather seen Onslaught. It makes much more sense to get Onslaught in this scenario because it's basically the resentment of Charles Xavier and dark anger and partial consciousness from Magneto merged into like a giant psionic magnetized.
So that's who Onslaught is? It's Charles under
Yeah,
that?
it's like
Whoa.
yeah, they
Wow.
do like a
This
dragon,
is very missed
yeah, like a
opportunity
Yeah.
Dragon
because
Ball
couldn't he
fusion.
couldn't he just okay, it's like Go
Yeah,
Tanks.
but the
Wow.
anger with he's pissed because
Wait, that would have made more sense. Why didn't he just have him become Onslaught and try to fight
So
Apocalypse?
in that post or whatever I said that I saw earlier, a
Yeah.
part of that post was talking about like what Bo DeMaio initially had planned, and I
okay,
think
Okay.
I feel like Onslaught was a part of it. Like
it was
from what
yeah.
yeah, from what I saw, there was like a bigger
That,
overall arcing thing that was going to happen, and it would have utilized everyone and you know um combined everybody like in a really good
mm,
way. Um,
mm,
so it's disappointing.
disappointing.
And we see Charles unleashed because
That would have been
he's
Yeah.
not
nice. That
held
would have been
back by
nice.
his sentimentality, which I think is kind of it's a strength for him, but it's also partially why he ends up getting got because
Yeah.
he trusts too many of these other mutants to kind of do the right thing in their most vulnerable moments, and it's like it ain't going that way. This person is hurt, and this person is pissed off and angry, probably rightfully so because of what's going on in society around them, and he's powered. So you may not be able to walk up to them and just have this congenial conversation with them and they're going to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Like, no, I'm pissed. I'm hot as hell. I can set stuff on fire. What you think I'm about to do? It's up. I'm lighting all this shit up. You,
And Charles is like, don't do it. Charles, you got to trust people to be who they're going to be. And you're a telepath, which is ridiculous. He's telling his parent, he can he read minds, or can Gene just read minds and then do all the
I think
other
both of them have that
things?
a level of
And that's another issue, bro. You have the ability to read people's minds. So technically, if you need to, you could know someone's
because wasn't
intentions. I'm like,
because wasn't that the reason for both Juggernauts and Magneto's helmet to be on because it blocks Charles from getting in there.
Charles,
Charles,
yeah,
shut up, Charles.
Charles.
Yeah. So yeah, he can
Get out of here,
get out,
Charles.
Charles. Get out, Charles. I beat you with Charles. My suit's so tight.
Stop.
Jocelyn, do you even know what I'm talking about?
I haven't seen the
Oh my
Juggernauts.
god.
You know what I'm talking about?
Can we not do this? I don't want to do this right now.
No, I'm gonna have to send it to her. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna send you some clips of this like voiceover with the Juggernaut talking about the super like
Yeah,
punching Charles and all. Charles,
it's crazy. That's
Oh
crazy.
my gosh.
I was a little like taken aback isn't the right word. I laughed when Cable shot Gambit in the head, and then he came back and then unlocked a new form. And I was kind of like, yo, does he got the like Apocalypse blue lips and like the anime grin? I was like, Annie Bing. I was
It didn't
like,
look
wait a
great. It
second.
didn't look the best.
No,
It was not good design.
he was
Giving
ashy
clown.
with the purple lips, and he got big. Had the little shoulder pads on. Had this little
I was like,
had
what?
this purple glowing scythe that came out of nowhere. And he was waving around. I was like, oh, y'all done messed up. And I like how people were just shooting him, and he just stand there giggling. Just bouncing off of him like,
it's like, what are y'all ridiculous?
It's like,
and then Rogue came through and saved the day like a falling star out the sky.
Yeah, she came.
I was like, okay.
And we didn't have enough time with that either. Like, you know, she came in, she saved the day, which I'm like, and it was.
Well, she just touched her face.
Yeah,
she just touched her face.
and you know, it was like she was beautiful. It was really cool. Like the outfit and the effects on it were very cool, and I love seeing it. I was like, well, I want more time with this.
You like Tron Rogue? She came in with a little golden lights on.
Yes, she did. It was amazing, and she should have threw more hands. Like it was wild that like the one time she like it felt like Apocalypse would have been smart enough to dodge her to try to move, but it was like that literally took like 5-10 seconds. It was a wrap. I was like, wow.
One thing that was annoying me, like during the fight, she was screaming sugar. I was like, come on now. She's trying to pull out sugar. I'm like,
what else would you expect?
If they're gonna let her do that, they might as well let Remy do the. Ooh, I'm finna make a name for myself up in there. We didn't get that.
Every time he doesn't hit.
Well, I mean, I feel like if you're gonna have Apocalypse be up in there, he don't got the swag Remy got, so he's not gonna say that stuff.
He isn't.
You know,
I mean,
he's
just
trying to be a mimic in there.
He does, but he apparently has. He's calling everybody Mon Cherie. He had access to some of his vocab and everything. So.
I mean, he had the vocab, but he don't got the swag, so he's not gonna say that. He's not gonna say the stuff. He'll have the vocabulary, but he don't have the wherewithal to put the sentences together the way Remy be doing it. You know,
he's not like that. He's not built like that.
He's not him like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was interesting, but kind of fell flat in the end, in my opinion, and was a little too easy at the end. And it wasn't after all this buildup. He wasn't as threatening as I thought he was going to be. If all you need to do is go just make a side deal with a Celestial, and that would just give you the power to come back and take him out.
Almost like a cop out, kind of.
Yeah.
You know.
And Celestial was kind of cold too. Like, y'all need to struggle. You know. It's not done. It's not done through mercy. You know,
we struggling the whole time. We went back the whole time. We went back in time and couldn't do it. What are you talking about?
Gambit also died. I don't know. It's like people are dying and then getting resurrected somehow. Like,
what do you mean?
Everybody's getting murked. But there's been constant struggle throughout this entire show. The least you can do is just give them the power.
Someone has to die. Someone already did die. Magneto died.
Yeah. and his death was the most traumatic thing.
Oh my God.
Everything fell flat after that. And that's what's. I feel like the more we talk about this, the more disappointed I've become. Because that was a strong start to this entire season. Into this entire season, I think after that episode, it actually did get goofy. Like if I step outside of the previous episode where I'm just like, oh, I'm just experiencing Saturday morning cartoons and stuff happening. If I'm being honest with you, no, you can't do that after killing Magneto and then having Charles out here in the danger room training and then making a new villain. I feel like y'all should have just focused on that a little more.
Charles can't be the leader no more.
He doing bad.
Mm,
He doing a bad job.
What we rating it out of 10?
mm. Oof, I'm gonna say it six
I
and a
was
half.
gonna say 6.8.
Okay.
Whoa, we were 3 points off. 6.5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 point. Just because I feel like 6.5 is not entirely fair, but 6.8. Just because it did start really strong. There were really good aspects about it,
Yeah.
but I'm like, it's not quite a solid 7 yet.
Yeah, it's like between a 6 and a 7 for me.
They
Yeah.
didn't stick the
Mainly
landing.
because it
They didn't stick
started
the
off
landing.
good, and then certain things just kind of nosedived at the end for me, and where it just kind of stopped short of where it could have went.
And it wasn't even so much that like everything was bad. I just felt like they were introducing things and elements and concepts um that we didn't build to, and also that weren't resolved well. You
And that's
know?
the main thing. They just left a bunch of things like dropping. They just dropped
Yeah.
a bunch of things. They just gave you some member berries from other things, but it didn't mean anything in the
Yeah.
long run. And then we get to the end here, and it's just like done. We're done. Okay, he's
Yeah.
dead.
It's over now.
Yep.
Make you try and get you in the fields of making Kurt sacrifice himself and put a Polaroid picture of himself in his book with Rogue for Beast to be handling at the end, and him giving us a little soliloquy about how things will be better because he has faith in the end. They're supposed to go, but
I rolled my eyes at that one, but I was like, okay, all right.
because I have faith. Like, all right, you got faith.
My man wants to be Jesus so bad.
Yeah.
That pissed me off because I was like, you want to have faith, but look where that got you. Like two episodes ago. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't learn your lesson. Hello.
You boob up the whole school.
You can't have faith for stuff that's already proven you wrong. That's already proven it's not worth your faith. Like, no.
Oh, and there was nothing that irritated me. We glossed over it, but it was when it was we're talking about Kurt and Faith and him giving people chances, and he gave Creed a chance.
Yeah.
And then Exodus got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Creed is the one that shoots him.
And I was like, so, all right, okay, what we gonna do next? Kurt, we'll do Nightcrawler. We'll drop off in the snow. We'll have a little tussle and choke him out. And I was like, oh, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You're gonna forgive him. And now this man's gonna be just walking around free. He's still gonna hate mutants. He's still gonna hate mutants. Well, he's very Christian. He's a very Christian character. So he's gonna forgive some people
Isn't
that don't.
he Catholic? He's supposed to be Catholic.
Yeah,
right?
he big on that forgiveness. I'm like,
Which is fine. I do like that. I like that about his character. What I
he
don't
has
like,
integrity.
yeah, I like that about his character. What I don't like is when people have proven you wrong and used your faith against you, and you need to make a different decision after that. It can't be where you have faith in the same person the same way after someone deliberately went against you.
Yeah.
And
I
used your
feel like
faith.
there are many villains that kind of do that when they know you won't go beyond a certain level, or you're willing to risk for certain things. They'll push that button because they know, like, either come get me or save the girl.
Yeah.
Which one is it? Which one is it? Like, come on, bro.
Push the civilian off the ledge and like, haha, got you again. I get away. Like, at some point, you need to have like a backup plan to be prepared for this situation because so your faith got you, and we don't even know what's going to happen with him because it's comics or
he might come back. I mean, Gambit he gonna come back.
Gambit came back multiple times in this series alone.
It's like, wow, the plot armor on Gambit. I love it.
My boy got blowed up in Genosha. Then he got raised from the grave by Apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
He was dead.
Yeah,
he was dead.
Shot in the head by Cable. And then,
It's two.
He takes a lick and it keeps on ticking. I guess they
Oh,
just find a
wow.
way to bring his ass back.
I don't. They need to figure this out and bring Bodemile back. I need them to make a different decision. I need them to I need them to work it out. Cause,
Oh, how'd y'all feel about the reveal of
For
Mystique?
who?
Mystique.
Oh, you know.
Right. So you're cosplaying as Amanda Waller, lady? Great.
I mean, and I'm still learning about Mystique too. And I
Oh,
know
the small
she.
girl with the glasses.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm still learning about Mystique, and I understand she has fathered all these children. Um, but I'm like, okay, I am not sure. Is she kind of like a morally ambiguous type of character, or is she just like, does she swap back and forth between like a good character and a bad character?
He seems to roll back and forth.
She sounds like
Okay.
a trickster goddess type character, actually. Where
Like
it's like
whatever's pragmatic for me, that's what I'm gonna do.
sound like
Okay.
Loki. It sounds like Loki all over.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Man, well, another one down. Appreciate y'all taking the time out of your day to chop it up with me about these things. Like I said before, we will upload this episode to Spotify. There will be links to my author website, Jordan's website, Jocelyn's website, if any of you are at all interested in our creative endeavors. We got to figure out what we're going to talk about next. I know Jordan and I watched the first episode of Lanterns. Jocelyn, are you game to talk Lanterns?
I haven't watched it yet. But I'm not opposed.
Okay.
I don't think. What I don't know that I don't know anything about lanterns yet. So
Green
It's
Lantern.
just Green Lantern. That's it.
It's
It's just
fun,
Green
man.
okay.
Lantern.
It's
Yeah.
basically true crime meets space cops.
Oh, okay. I got you. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so what
Okay.
got you? Oh, what was that all about?
Oh, because Aaron Pierre, and I
Yeah, I
thought,
get it.
well,
Yeah.
question. Okay, so now I'm confused because it- I thought he was just doing the movie, or is this what he was doing?
This is what
This
he's
is what
doing.
he's doing.
This is what he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
oh, okay.
John
He's
Stewart.
John Stewart. Yeah.
Understood. I thought it was another Green Lantern movie that he was doing. Okay, it's the show. Oh, got it. I'm
Mhm.
here. I'm here with
Hey,
it.
Okay.
hey, it's gonna be
Okay,
good. It's gonna be good talking about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Once again, thank you
sounds
all.
good.
And
Of
I
course.
guess we'll hit y'all up next week.
Sound good.
Peace.
See y'all.